try to create a lot of awareness among the senior team and the managers and everyone else that there is unconscious bias. We talk about equality, but now we need to look at equity, because why we need women empowerment is because of the differences. When you see more women in leadership roles, women feel and believe that it is possible. Powerfully You is a leadership development training program that we run in the organization specifically to empower and give the necessary leadership skills. We actively promote diversity, inclusion, and empowerment of women through creating an ecosystem where men and women both can thrive. As part of it, it is very important that everyone is aware, that there is discrimination, there is disadvantage as we see in the society. This is mainly because of the unconscious bias. So we try to create a lot of awareness among the senior team and the managers and everyone else that there is unconscious bias. So that is very important, that people are more sensitive about the differences. So in empowerment, we used to talk a lot about equality. Gone are the days that we talk about equality, but now we need to look at equity, because why we need women empowerment is because of the differences, different roles that they play, stereotyping. So there's a lot of biases that women have to overcome. So as much as we create awareness, we also have policies in place and practices and the infrastructure to empower women. I think we need to drive this kind of initiatives from the top. So as much as I'm inspired by a lot of women who are at DIMOs at different levels, I also try to inspire others, because if you look at DIMOs, I'm the only woman in the board. This is part of actually my agenda to empower women. What you see is what you believe. So when you see more women in leadership roles, women feel and believe that it is possible. So as much as I promote women in leadership position, I also try to be myself a role model to junior professionals in the organization. We have taken a lot of initiatives. That is, with creating that ecosystem, if I may mention few, we have a lot of women-friendly policies, such as harassment policy, retaliation, because women don't speak up is because fear of retaliation. So we have a very comprehensive retaliation policy in place. And also we have a independent helpline. Right? If there's any, it is not only for women, for any gender, but specifically, this was implemented to empower women and to speak up and to be more sensitive. Sometimes women do not come out and discuss how they are treated. So we have this helpline, which is handled by or managed by a third party. Complaint is made. There is also another system where the complainant can select who should participate in the inquiry. And this is all anonymous and confidential. And once the inquiry is done, the report will come to me. But also if I'm involved and if the complainant feels that it is that even I'm biased, it can go up to the chairman or to the audit committee. So we have created that infrastructure in place in the organization. Also, we have another program to develop leadership skills of women, because it is what I believe is it is not the number of women in the workforce in your organization, the percentage, or how many, but what is important is their quality of life at DIMOs, and how well we have created the infrastructure for women to develop and achieve what they want to achieve. So, Powerfully You is a leadership development training program that we run in the organization, specifically to empower and give the necessary leadership skills in order to achieve their dreams. Another important initiative that we have taken is creating a employee resource group where they meet monthly to discuss certain challenges they have. Earlier, it was called Women's Forum. People may think it is like a union of women or whatever. So we changed the name into Employee Resource Group, and we invited men as well so that they can understand what are the challenges that women face. At this forum, we mainly discuss about what needs to be improved to create a more sensitive society inside the organization. Culture is what you do around the organization, right? So when we have created that infrastructure through the policies, practices, and especially with the understanding of managers, because they are the ones who execute the policies and practices that we have within the organization, and also the support of the top management. So through all of this, we have created a culture where women can thrive. We have a lot of women who have climbed the career ladder at DIMOs. We have women who have joined as management trainees, but today they have come to general managers role. Where at the moment we are implementing SAP, and there are many women who are spearheading a lot of important areas. Similarly, we have a lot of women who have bravely taken over jobs which are considered as men's jobs or unconventional jobs for women, such as engineers and also mechanics, auto service advisors. So there are a lot of women at DIMO who have achieved their dreams. And we have also created path to women, not just at DIMOs, to go out and achieve their dreams. We have women who have been at our technical training school. They have become mechanics. Now, they are out there to conquer the world in Australia, New Zealand, and Middle East, that they are living their dreams. When you talk about work-life balance, this is a very subjective matter. What one thinks the balance is very much different to another. And a lot of organizations and also people believe this can be achieved through flexi working hours and so on, which is little different to what I believe. We cannot create sometimes policies regarding work-life balance. The balance that I need today may not be the balance that I may need in a week. So when we also create policies, we cannot have blanket policies to cover all of these. So that is where the equity come into play. When we understand that someone needs something, when we cannot create policies to cover all situations, what we can do is have a system, train the managers supervisors to be flexible when our employees need, certain space, different circumstances in their lives. So what we believe is in this. So that is why we try to train managers to be more sensitive towards people. We do not have one policy covering every situation, but we train our leadership and managers to be more sensitive towards our employees. For a long time, we have been operating our vocational training institute, which was a 100% CSR project earlier. As part of encouraging women to take up unconventional jobs, encourage women to join the technical academy to be trained in auto mechanic and plant engineering jobs. As a result, we have taken all women batches and trained them as auto mechanics free of charge. And we have produced very competent and able technicians. Also in our agriculture. So more women are engaged in agri-sector. So there are programs under those businesses. Actually, we encourage all businesses to support this agenda. So agriculture is one way that, one area or one industry that we try to empower women. At DIMOs, we look at least having 40% in the management, women in management by 2030. So if you take as a percentage, at the moment, we only have 15% women in our workforce. But having 40% of that in the leadership is a very aggressive objective. But we are working towards it through women empowerment programs, the policies, and by educating women and honing their leadership skills. I would like to see more women even at the top, at the board, at least 50%, maybe not in 2030, but at least 2035.